right there, let go of that baggage, let go of the fear and the doubts and what's holding you back, and just charge forward, and success is on the... As my title states, go for it. What are you waiting for? So this is going to be a timeless message. Right now I'm filming, it's like dark outside, it's evening, but you might get this in the morning or the afternoon or 4 weeks from now. But if the title resonates with you, or if any of these crystals resonate with you, I just want to say thank you in advance for being here and listening to this message. Again, this is a general message. Whatever sticks with you, take it. And yeah, I think that's just the, nitty-gritty of it. So you will hear papers. I do have notes in the background, and let's get started. So I can talk about the structure of my readings. I do not have a specific deck spread that I go with. I go mainly off of when I shuffle what falls out, and it could be 3 cards, it could be 2, it could be 7. So today we have 4 for the tarot deck, tarot cards, and then we have 2 for the oracle cards. And I will have them listed in the description below of what decks I was using today. All right, so let's get started. I have 4 cards, as I've stated, and I'm going to go first intuitively of what I heard or pictured when I started laying out the cards, and then I will go over with the book with some modifications of what I intuitively felt was more tailored for this message per se. Okay, so let's get to the first card. So the first card is going to be the 5 of Wands. Let me get closer here. First word or sentence like I heard when I saw this was working together. And as you can see, these individuals are like together working or climbing up the 5 of Wands themselves, climbing for a goal, which is this fireball right here, which initially to me was like, okay, the goal, excuse me. And again, reaching a goal together. And that's what I first initially heard when I put down this first card. The second card is going to be the Devil in reverse. And I heard letting go of fears for the Devil in reverse. Next card is the Chariot. The Chariot, I heard ready to move forward. Here you could see with like the 2 horses just moving fast in the way that the card maker or the illustrator designed it. It looks like they're moving quickly forward, and there's a young man on top just like not hanging on. He's like relaxed, he's like ready, and he's enjoying the ride and looking forward in the direction of which way they're going. So super positive to me. And then the 5 of Cups was the 4th card that fell, and I heard pouring into yourself or your ideas. I sense like with her leg putting this cup over with the energy just spilling out into this hole where you can see more of the light inside there, and it just gave me the sense of like feeding your pouring into yourself, pouring into like your goal or the ideas right here. So okay, now I'll go in more into the book definition and so on. So the 5 of Wands, sometimes for me, or what was stated, sometimes the need to be right or personal feelings around being questioned or challenged can interfere with the ability to see your path clearly. So you may not need to fly solo or a bit in order, So you may need to fly solo for a bit in order to evaluate your options. So, oops, sorry, I was like a little bit over. So when I stepped back, read the booklet, and looked at the card again, I noticed that this individual here has their hand on this person's leg. And then to me, I heard, essentially, I'm pretty sure everyone has had that one person possibly in life, or this feels more like career or work oriented, that this person can be like literally so nice, so sweet, like it's awesome to have them at work, but to put it bluntly, they're just literally holding you back. They're just like riding essentially your coattails, and they're almost to their goal, but because they're holding on to you. And if this person wasn't holding on to you, then you could have reached or can reach this goal a lot quicker. So you essentially just have like baggage. So 2 words, using a baggage, obviously not positive, but I mean, hey, like it is what it is. So there's a 5 of Wands. And then speaking of which, baggage, the Devil card, which I think when people essentially see either the Devil card or the Tower card, it can be very alarming. For me, I take it as something that's more along the lines of coming to light, so that you can go ahead and like fix it, move forward. So it's like a problem coming to light, so you're able to like move forward or whatever you need to do. In reverse, that's awesome. So for reverse, you seek liberation from the blindness that are keeping you trapped, and you can untether yourself. You release the things that you're holding yourself back and move forward. You seek treatment for addictions and turn over a new page in the book of your life. So we could essentially have this individual right here. You're just super nice. You are, a team player, but essentially that could be the thing that's holding you back, is just, let this person go. Or, you know what, this doesn't even have to be like a physical person. This could just be your own like baggage, like holding you back from your goal. And this is essentially saying like, girl, just let it go. Let it go. So we can, but you can obtain that goal. So let go of those things that are holding you back. Yes, let them go. And that will go, which goes into the Chariot. Oh, so sorry. I did have a cup of water somewhere. Okay, moving forward. Oh, well. So the Chariot, the universe constantly gives us the opportunity to become the person we want to be. It's a magical time to take action. The Chariot reminds you that while you are on the way to your goal, you need to make decisions about your best path forward. Success is on the horizon. So again, letting go. Sorry about that. Letting go the baggage. Let this fool go. Just like, woof, gone. Move forward. The success is on the horizon. You're literally almost there, and you just need to grab it and just go. Just go. Success is on the horizon. I'm like tossing cards everywhere. My son took my little stand, so the angle's a little crazy for me today. So thank you for bearing with me. So for the 5 of Cups, this is something that I was talking about intuitively, where when seeing the cards all laid out, it meant something entirely different for me for this message. But the book says misery and regret. And when I looked closer to her face, I guess I could see that she was possibly crying, but from afar, it was like this girl is just like relaxed. But misery and regret. Release yourself from any guilt around the situation. Don't allow your life force drain away with the things you once loved. Dismantle your grief, reclaim your happiness, and consciously step back onto the path filled with hope. So if there's anything still like holding you back right here, any doubts or anything else, like just literally like let it go. The Chariot card is telling us that success is on the horizon. And for me, intuitively, like I said before, it's more the lines of like you just filling your cup, or essentially from the cup, you're filling up yourself, your dreams, your ambitions, your goals, and just really giving that energy, cultivating it here, and letting it be and moving it forward. So, so we have the Five of Wands, Devil in reverse, the Chariot card, and Five of Cups. So go for it. What are you waiting for? Okay, now I'm going to go over the 2 oracle cards, and I am going to read directly from the book with these because there's such a good plethora of information. So these will be a little bit longer, and I will read directly from the book. But here you go. This is such a cool card. Initially, when I saw this card intuitively, just the thinking, time on her third eye, it's just a pretty card. That's all I got to say about it. So number 14, going beyond normal. On the path of life, there are deciding moments where we can choose to go with the mainstream, or we can dare to take bolder, more authentic and trusting way, even if it seems riskier or less safe, to rely solely on logic and science without incorporating a mysterious and magical as a recipe for an existence that is far too dry. The sacred rebel within our hearts will always choose a juicier approach to life. You are currently approaching such a choice point. You could say that the choice is about balance. It is less about choosing honor either art or You can say that the choice is about balance. It is less about choosing to honor either art or science, gardening or architecture, and more about integrating all approaches so that you enhance rather than hinder your life journey. Placing science or architecture above all else kills off the rebellious heart. Steadfastly relying on logic, proof, and complete set of plans to measure and dictate outcomes will suffocate the soul. Basing decisions on limited factors with an imbalanced pressure of success is unnecessarily limiting. This approach prevents us from living freely, spontaneously, and with trust so that we can rebel against the need for things to go strictly according to plan. Choose value decisions based on passion and instinct, and trust in life enough to embrace it as an adventure and let it unfold as it will. There is a time and place for logic, strategy, planning, and measurable outcomes. There are no bad tools to have, but we must be vigilant not to worship them or allow them to quash our less rational but equally valuable decision-making tools. Intuition, feelings, and those things you know, without knowing how you know them. The following inspirational energy of the heart The flowing inspirational energy of the heart may have no conceivable basis in logic or reason and still be uncannily accurate. To remain rebellious, we must not sacrifice the art of emotion, instinct, passion, and intuition for the science of logic and strict planning. On the other hand, gardening and art do provide us with a plain ambient, more loosely held. This plan still requires us to set aside time to draw upon reliable methods and to prepare with certain tools. However, there is also a healthy dose of organic flow, responsiveness, and trust in the creative process of bringing something to life. This leads to the cultivation of the most beautiful, abundant, and successful garden and the most vivid, healing art. You are being asked to stay open in the intuitive approach in your life, your work, your creativity, as well as in your spiritual journey. The intuitive approach can be linked to the method of a gardener or an artist. There is a sense of what might work where and loose or even detailed plan. But how the plan is carried out will depend on and respond to the flow of its surroundings. There is no need to control the situation, but rather a desire to nurture an idea to fruition. You may have pressures around you from the world or from your own conditioned nature to do things according to the rules, to a deadline, or to the accepted mainstream view that you need a well thought out plan for success in a commercial venture. However, sometimes the best plan is to do what feels intuitively truthful in the moment and to trust that you are being led towards your own growth. Adopting this approach means you have to do far less planning and far more living. It is a pure and heart-centered way to manifest your art, your life, and your essence into practical expression in the world. It involves a willingness to be led by nature instead of trying to control the powerful force of life, which is a bit like trying to fit a permeable ocean in a teacup. It is far more intelligent to allow the ocean to be the ocean and to learn to swim in it rather than trying to cram it into a vessel that is much too small. The oracle brings you a special piece of guidance. You are moving outside of the plan. You are living on the border of what is socially accepted. This is good. This is fringe-dwelling freedom. Others might not see this about you straight away, as you seem pretty normal, but that secret eccentric streak is just waiting to show itself. And maybe you are an out and proud fringe dweller, completely comfortable with this way of being. Either way, this oracle brings you the message that you now have the chance to live from the heart more deeply and expressively than ever before. It wants you to realize that this is a legitimate, empowered, and creative way to live that honors all of who you are. You can give up forcing or squashing yourself down into a very limited set of so-called desirable qualities like intellect and control. If you are yet to relate to this consciously, this oracle brings you further message that you are going to be breaking with tradition, perhaps not entirely, but at least in a way that is meaningful to you. This will require you to have courage in your convictions and faith in your heart truths. This will help you and inspire others around you to step out of fear and live more freely and lovingly. You are not necessarily meant to abandon logic and intellect altogether. You are to use them to serve the desires of the heart rather than to replace its naturally spontaneous and truthful nature with controlled planning and narrow strategy. It's time to get a bit wild and let nature take its course. Whew, that ain't a message. That's a really, really good message. So get out there. Do it. I do want to also point out that I have only two hands, that this individual also has a veil over her head, and this individual also has a veil over their head. So I thought that was very, very interesting. I was like, Okay, so I think I might do this along the line so I'm not having to hold it. Hopefully you can see that quite nicely. So number 2, inner trust. And they look really similar, don't they? I love that. Huh? Okay, it's my quirky self. All right, inner trust. Though it may be cloaked and hidden within you, lies natural magnificence, vibrancy, and true uniqueness. The harder this is for you to believe, the more growth the oracle is offering you now. Your opportunity for growth lies to letting go of the need to hide yourself from the world and to let go of any doubt about the wonder of what lies within you. So with the veils, it gives the illusion of hiding yourself from the world. You're being assured that you can trust your intuition and your own sense of things. Sometimes what you sense will be love, and you will open your heart and move easily towards the source of that love. Be in the form of another person, a new career path, a project which you care deeply about and want to pursue, or a spiritual or creative practice that you are keen to explore. Sometimes what you sense will be more challenging than this and will ask something different of you. It might be that you sense fear and sabotage lurking within someone's intentions or in the situations around you. This oracle asks you to trust yourself to find the most authentic and self-loving way to deal with that. Perhaps you have drawn this card because you are unnecessarily holding yourself back out of fear or a lack of belief in your ability to support and care for yourself or importance of your need of self-expression in your relationships. The oracle inner trust comes to you with this guidance. You know what you're doing. You have enough wisdom and intuition to be able to place yourself more fully in the world, to take steps to unhinge yourself. Even if you feel you have no clue about what is happening at the border level in your life, even if you can't quite see the whole picture of what it is taking place within around you, you still have all the wisdom and intuitive ability you need to take one step at a time and navigate your way through absolutely anything that life brings to your door. If you have been thinking of taking a leap of faith, of doing things differently, whether in your personal life or your creative work, then this oracle brings a particular message to trust your instincts and go for it. This oracle comes at a time when the patterns of your life are shifting. You can take advantage of the shift and leap into an entirely new level of consciousness and experience. That is not the time for self-doubt or playing small. It is a time to get in touch with the courage, boldness, and daredevil within and take the step, big or small, into the future that is beckoning you forward. You have the wings to fly. Sometimes we don't. Sorry about that. I think it just went out. This is not the time for self-doubt or playing small. It is a time to get in touch with the courage, boldness, and daredevil within, and to take the step, big or small, into the future that is beckoning you forward. You have the wings to fly. Sometimes we don't realize it until we leap over the edge and what we have known and begin to soar into a new life. Oh man, I don't know. This has to be resonating with some of you out there. I literally know it is resonating with me 110,000%. This is my first video I've done in a really long time, and actually a pretty lengthy one. I've been wanting to do readings, and essentially my biggest goal is to really do readings for individuals, but I am chicken to just say it. I'm just literally chicken, and I lack the confidence. And today I was like, you know what? I'm going to put a video out there. I may get 0 views and 0 likes, but you know what? I'm taking that step and I'm going to do it. And I really hope this message resonates with a lot of you. But if not, I still took that freaking first step to make this video. And F yeah, I can't want to say the other word, but heck yeah, I did it. So for those of you that are, the story right here, that you're right there, let go of that baggage, let go of the fear and the doubts and what's holding you back, and just charge forward, and success is on the horizon. You just gotta start moving forward, right? And just put energy into your dreams and your goals. Or, what the 5 of Cups also means is, let me go right back to this, is misery and regret. But I don't feel that this is about necessarily misery and you sulking. But I mean, some of you might be sulking, and that means, release yourself from any guilt around the situation or what you have going on. Just release it. Am I scared? Excuse my language, shitless to put this video out? Yeah. Somebody might rip into me about how my camera filming abilities are. And it is scary to put yourself out there. But you know what? Just freaking do it. And you know what? Boom. Step 1, getting this out. So get out there. It's really, really scary. And you can do it. You can do it. What's the worst that can happen? Essentially, again, for me, I get 0 views, I get 0 likes, but this is step 1 to the bigger goal that I would like to achieve, and I'm going for it. So I would love to hear your goals and your ambitions in the comments below, and see, if this resonated with you, or give me a thumbs up, or I would like for you to thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel if you're watching from YouTube, because this is just the beginning of my journey, and I'm excited, scared, very scared, but very excited. So yeah, I hope you guys like the reading. Again, it's timeless, and good luck. I look forward to your success stories. Oh, there's my dog. So take care and good night.